Hello everyone, this is Hedgehog, and welcome to Sonic the Hedgehog 8-bit version! I know I'm playing Sonic Adventure DX, but that's why I'm playing this. It's just so convenient not to have to switch the game just to record a video. So, let's go with Sonic's first 8-bit outing! Hooray! I'm a loser. I can't believe that just happened. So, yeah. Although this has the same name as the Genesis game, it's really not the same game, even though it also starts with a green hill zone, and we get invincibility and roll down a hill. And then skip a huge chunk of the stage. Wow, how did I get that far? So, yeah. I love invincibility, and do not fall into spikes in this game, it is very bad, especially since you actually can't get your rings back in this game, and that's the first stage. They're not all this short, don't worry. So, I don't think I ever beat this stage that quickly before. Oh my gosh. Okay then, that's Act 1. So let's go into Act 2, which actually gives you a bit of exploration you can do. You don't have to, but I'm going for the Chaos Emerald, so yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, unlike the Genesis game, in this game, to find the Chaos Emeralds, you actually have to explore the levels, which I like. I like exploring, so, hey, encourage me if you really want to. I will do. It's not that hard to find in this zone. You actually just have to take the time to look around a little bit. It's not heavily guarded or anything. Oh, and this is a checkpoint. Yeah, the signposts are not in this game. And I'm just gonna go up here because it seems safer. And I think you have to go this way, actually. Okay, that wasn't smart of me. So you go down these falls and you will find the first emerald of the game. Hooray. And like the first Sonic game on the Genesis, this game only has 6 emeralds. Just 6. 7 wasn't a thing yet. Don't worry about that. There'll be 7 one day. Just actually, I don't think any of the 8-bit games have 7 emeralds. Now that I think about it, yeah, none of them do. That's a little odd. I wanted to stop, not roll. Oh well, that's gonna cost me. What the freak? I guess I'm not entering any special stages this time around. 50 rings still gets you into special stages, and you could get continues and such in there, and of course more points. Okay, well, whatever. What do I get instead? An Eggman. That does nothing for me. Boo-hoo. I actually have access to quite a few of the 8-bit games. This, the 8-bit Sonic 2. I have the Master System version on the Wii. I'd probably do that instead. The Game Gear version's impossible. Can't even beat the first boss. Sonic Chaos. I'm just gonna go and say it right here while going through the list. Sonic Forces is essentially the Sonic Chaos of 3D Sonic games, because the level designs are very short and simple in both of them. Oh, and you don't get rings in boss fights, so be aware of that. Not like you need rings for this boss fight, because this boss fight is super pathetic. You move side to side and you hit him. In the Master System version, you'll pretty much have to wait till he dives down, start doing an attack. He will dash to the other side, but it's still easy either way. And in this version, he doesn't even get to attack. I dare say this is probably the easiest boss in the series. But yeah, Sonic Forces is essentially the 3D Sonic Chaos with those level designs. The short, simple, and for the most part, very easy. Here's the bridge zone, which some people probably hate, but I love the music track, so that salvages it for me. Yeah, those spiked walking guys, you would have to roll into them to hurt them, but you still want to be careful. I'm gonna admit it, this is probably my favorite track in this game. I can actually listen to this for a whole half hour. I know I can, because I've done it at least twice. Is there something wrong with me? Just listen to this track, it's so happy. Maybe it doesn't exactly fit for a Sonic game, but this is an 8-bit game. The atmosphere is different. You You feel a different atmosphere with this game, right? There's a lot of moving platforms in this game. Yeah, but the rings do not hit me, Buzz Bomber. I want to keep all my rings and jump on these. I don't think you guys want to hear me sing, so I'll try and keep quiet, and that's a jerkish move right there. And this is a Game Gear game, an early one, so the slowdown is acceptable. It should be a little bit expected, right? So there's the second Chaos Emerald. We don't want to try and make that jump. Instead, we actually want to go onto this bridge, drop down, and get it this way. There we go. Alright, that's the end of the stage. We now have 2 of the 6 emeralds. There's a Chaos Emerald in each zone. 1 in each. So that means there's 6 zones. So here's a special stage, where you can get lots of rings, a 1-up, a continue. There's a lot of stuff. The designs of these stages are a bit different in the Master System version. They are tougher. So let's collect some rings. Try not to bounce around too much, because I do want to collect stuff. Oh. Well, I just glitched right through. That's a first. I want that continue. I haven't needed to use continues in ages, but you never can be too careful. So that's the special stage. If you fail to get here by the end of the time limit, you don't get anything. Now, I could have gone to 1-up, but, picking up 100 rings resets your ring counter. I guess it didn't matter, because I was close to a 1-up anyway. Now, I think a lot of people would hate this act, because it's an auto-scroll. And auto-scroll in a Sonic game doesn't fit. I'm just glad this is the Bridge Zone tune. Because it makes me not mind it as much. It just means I get to listen to it. But that also means this stage has absolutely 0 checkpoints, so don't die. That's how you kill those guys. Oh boy. But still, you don't want an auto-scroll in a Sonic game. It defies Sonic games. Like, usually I don't play Sonic games just to go fast, but an auto-scroll just feels out of place. I'm fine with certain things are considered out of place, like the Werehog. I actually enjoy that, but still, this auto-scroll just doesn't fit, and it can lead to frustrations, like certain platforming, like having to use this thing. Okay, well, I forgot well, I should have, actually, to get up there. It would have been better for me. Oh well, I'll be fine anyway. There's nothing here anyway, except this pit. There we go. Ah, gosh. I have a shield, but I don't want to lose it. This stage is about 2 minutes long, and don't worry, you get a nice huge boost up into the air when you hit that. I thought I was gonna fall into the water. Look at that waterfall. The animation's actually pretty good. Now be careful near the end of the stage, because there's a rock with a spring on the side, and it will push you into a pit. You don't want that to happen at all. It's right around here. Oh, maybe that's only in the Master System version. My bad. The Master System version is harder. But well, this is the version I have, so whatever. I'm playing this version. What does it matter? Alright, so we're gonna do another special stage, and this one is structured a little differently. Because we actually have to go down to reach the end, I think. No, that's the 4th one right now. Right now, we want to get to the other side. The continue should be nearby. Stop bouncing on these. I have a time limit. I guess I'm not getting the continue. I don't need it. I've been in this game many times. I'm fine by now. Now, on the side post, you can also get a ring icon, which gives you 10 extra rings, or a Sonic, which gives you an extra life. I'm not exactly sure how those appear, though. I think the ring appears if you get hit right before reaching the goalpost, I think. So, anyways, we are going to fight another boss, and honestly, I don't know. I think in this version of the game, this boss tends to glitch out a bit. You'll probably see what I mean. So, this time, Eggman will appear from one of these, and you jump on him. And he's supposed to shoot 3 fireballs, and he actually did. He actually did this time. Usually he ends up shooting... And then sometimes you glitch like that. That hasn't happened to me in ages. Why did it happen this time? I don't get it. And I had a shield too, so that definitely shouldn't have insta-killed me. So that definitely counted as getting crushed. I suppose there's something finicky about the hitbox or something, I don't know. But this fight shouldn't be too hard. You stay around the middle of him and his attack probably won't ever hit you. But this boss still gave me a lot of issues as a kid. I suppose I can see how it can give issues. But really, as long as you don't stand to the far sides, you shouldn't have to worry about dodging the fireballs. But I'm not sure how I died there, actually. I'm not sure. Oh well, we're in the 3rd zone of the game now, the jungle. So let's do it. And once again, it's got another alternate track. I'm actually not too sure which is my favorite track anymore, but I just know I tend to listen to the Bridge Zone tune a lot, so I guess that one has to be my favorite since it's the one I listen to the most of this soundtrack. This game has a nice soundtrack. Don't think the soundtrack is gonna be disappointing just because it's an 8-bit game. They knew how to make good music on this. Wow. There's a one up there, but I don't want to get it. And this stage actually has 2 checkpoints, which is funny. Usually there's only 1. If there's a checkpoint at all. Now the Chaos Emerald is in this act of the jungle, but we're not quite there yet. More moving platforms, which are logs this time. And I kind of want to hum to this. I mean, the music's so nice in this game, I love it. Now, if I'm correct, the Chaos Emerald is below us. It's hard to tell, but if you go on this log and wait long enough, you will see a platform down below. And we can get there from here. Land on the log, and run across the waterfalls to get the 3rd emerald of the game. That one is hidden pretty well, actually. It's not jerkish, though. I wouldn't go that far. I'd say it's a well-hidden spot. You're just encouraged to explore. And if you explore, something good may happen. That's all. But of course, trying to land on the platforms can be a bit tricky. Especially with the Game Gear's more compressed screen. Okay, it's safe. Here's the 2nd checkpoint I mentioned. Alright, so I can just focus on getting to the end because I got the emerald. And let's roll here. What? Guess I'm not entering the special stage. I'm not doing too well. Honestly, I'm not. I'm dying in many strange ways. Okay, there. I guess I just shouldn't have done that extra jump. I think that's what screwed me up. Oh well. Like I said, I don't need to go into the special stages, but I wouldn't mind showing some of them off. Oh look, it's an Eggman. I'm sorry, it's a Robotnik. He was known as Robotnik at this time, at least in America. I think in Japan he was always known as Eggman. I guess they decided it would work better, and quite frankly, due to the shape of his body, I don't think it's a bad idea to call him Eggman. So we can call him Egghead instead of Robotnik. Whatever's your fancy. They still acknowledge the Robotnik name in Sonic Generation, so I guess it is canon. Unless he wasn't even called Robotnik in the Japanese version of that game. I don't know. I haven't looked at the Japanese script. I wonder if the Japanese script for Sonic Forces is any better. Maybe at least a little, because I remember when I saw the Japanese trailer and the English trailer, I favored the Japanese script overall. Of course, I didn't look at the scripts for the entire game. I wonder if I should one day. Should I? Ooh, a 1-up. I can't reach it. I'm sad. Also, be careful. You can't go down too far. As you go up, part of the level just kind of disappears and it counts as a cliff, because the camera will only go down so much, and in the Master System version, it just doesn't go down at all. So be careful. Oh, there is a checkpoint in this stage. Look at that. I don't think there's one in the Master System version. I guess they decided to make the Game Gear version easier, because this is a game on the go. What the heck? How did I miss? Why am I doing so poor? I don't like that at all. Normally, I would do so much better than this. Let's get some rings, because I'm in dire need of them. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's a long climb, and that's what makes this stage difficult, because it's a climb, and vertical levels in platformers aren't always the easiest. Either way, that's the end. There we go. Sure, these stages aren't as long as the Genesis games stages, but it's still an 8-bit game. It was initially made for a handheld. You gotta keep portability in mind. That and the fact that apparently the Game Gear dies so quickly. I don't have a Game Gear. Even if I did have one, I don't know how I would record one. So let's fight the third boss. On the Master System, this guy is a true pain, but in the Game Gear version, it's a lot easier to hit him, which overall just makes him a lot easier. And what, is there an invisible wall? Finally. Also, getting up here can be a royal pain. I think it's luck-based, honestly, to get out of that. There's no time limit, I guess, so it's fine. So go up these vines and you will... Oh my gosh, I can't jump. I can't jump. There. Get up here to fight the boss. Now, Eggman will shoot cannonballs. You want to avoid it while it's rolling about, and be careful, because it can still hurt you when it's a puff of smoke somehow. That's gotten me a few times, but the limited space of the screen actually works in your favor here, because you can hit him a lot more, and the jumps don't have to be quite as sporadic when avoiding the attacks. In the Master System version, though, he's really hard, because you can usually only attack him when he's about to attack, putting you very close to danger all the time. Now here's a zone that's also in the Genesis version of the game, Labyrinth. It's not quite as bad this time, don't worry. And it has a nice track still, so that's good. Let's go this way. And jump, I guess. So we want to go here. And just slowly walk along, because this is still the Labyrinth zone, so we're still in slow-moving water. Let's go this way. Again, I don't really know too many of these guys' names, actually. Oh, shoot. Where's the air bubbles? And yeah, there's no drowning music in this game. Oh, this is the wrong way. Thankfully, it seems to last forever, but that's probably because the game was slowing down quite a bit. Oh, don't you... Okay, thank you. Thank you for not being a jerk. And the spears are still in this. It still has some of the various traps from the Genesis game, but there's not nearly as many. So it's still overall easier, and the boss is most certainly more forgiving. There, and yep, spikes. You don't want spikes to run down Sonic's head. And I'm supposed to go this way. Okay, sure. The emeralds this time around is in the second act, and honestly, I think it's pretty much impossible to miss in the Game Gear version. In the Master System version, you once again actually have to try, but in this one, it's just kind of there. This isn't right. Why do I keep going the wrong way? Oh, okay. I suppose they planned it out that way. I think they did. hate momentum in the water. You can barely move. Ugh. Ugh. I'm getting really annoyed right now. I don't know if that isn't painstakingly obvious because... What the heck? You can't move in the... Oh, finally. That was a pain. So, hit this switch, it does something. I'm not quite sure what. Maybe it allows you to go this way. I don't even know. Either way, that's the first act. Thing is, unlike the Genesis one, you're probably not going to get lost here. There's no puzzles. It's just get your way through. And it's shorter, too. So, yeah, this is overall far more forgiving Labyrinth than... This is overall far more forgiving than the Genesis one. Ooh, gimme! I hate jumping out of water in this game now. Oh my gosh, I don't remember it being this bad. There we go. The emerald is at the end of the act. In the Master System version, you actually had to get invincibility and then rush over to the emerald, which is in spikes. And if you screwed up, you would have to die and try again. But in this version of the game, you just kind of run into it. It's just there. So the Genesis version is easily more forgiving. And this can be a very tough jump. You need to kind of jump with the curved edge. They made it even tougher in the Master System version. I think the Master System version also had an Orbanaut, which is one of the only bad nicknames I know. Which way am I going? This way. Yeah, that jump is made Legions tougher in the Master System version. The Game Gear version is so much easier. My goodness. Ugh. Oh look, invincibility. It's still in this version. Look at that. I need an air bubble. Please. Don't screw up any jumps now, Sonic, please. It's right there. Okay, at the very least, I'm not gonna drown. I hate the water in this game so much. Okay, we're almost out. There we go. Now, the emerald is just right there. See? They made it really easy to get in this version, whereas in the Master System version, you needed to get to the emerald, hit it in spikes with the invincibility. Which is very cruel. I wonder why they decided to give you a freebie. And I wonder why I'm so bad at getting these special stages now. So we are gonna fight the next boss. Hooray. The rest of the emeralds won't be so easy to get. In fact, the last two emeralds I consider very jerkish to get. Oh my gosh. But let's just worry about this boss right now. He actually has 2 attacks. At first, he shoots bullets in the middle. I would not recommend hitting him there because it can be very hard to actually get back to the surface. So hit him a couple times and then move to avoid the missile. You really want to try and get 3 hits in, but I screwed up the timing on the first hit. He still has 8 hit points, so this isn't really going to take me any longer than when I do it perfectly. Again, I'm not going to hit him because you can't trust your momentum in the water. No, my gosh, you cannot. 6, 7, 8. There, that's the boss. It's still a relatively easy fight, even in the Master System version. And that ends the Labyrinth Zone. Also, you have infinite air in this level. I don't know how Sonic suddenly learned to breathe underwater, but whatever. I guess they decided not to put air bubbles into the stage, so they just gave him unlimited air. There's no reason why he can suddenly breathe whatsoever. Now we enter Scrap Brain Zone, another zone that's in the Genesis version. Except this time, it's not the last zone in the game, although the atmosphere still most certainly fits. This stage is pretty darn easy. Just don't spend your time up in the air and you'll be fine. Except for when you need to jump. That was risky of me. I'm surprised that worked. But yeah, most of the traps are easily avoided in this stage, and unless you fall like that. It's also a very simple stage. Yeah, you have to hit the switch here. It's not that tricky. Just run here, roll, and roll, rolling, rolling, rolling in the scrap rain. Yeah, this stage is really easy. The next stage is not so easy. It's a labyrinth with some switches you might have to press. So this level actually kind of has a little problem solving and such. You gotta think. And the emerald is in this act, and this is a very cruel emerald to find. It's not that it's guarded by a million things, it's just that it's in an area you would never think to check. It's so mean. So let's get along with it. Oh boy. And yeah, there's also a lot of traps, so be very careful and actually know where the treadmills are gonna move. Yeah. Do I want to go this way? I don't think so. Stop rolling into a ball, Sonic. Goodness. It's not gonna do you any good. Why do I keep pressing down? There's a switch somewhere. I don't remember where it is, though. Well, I'm going... Go up here. You want to go up here. This will bring you to another room with pitfalls. And wouldn't you believe it? Watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump over this. And I'm gonna drop into this one. This is how you get to the third emerald. And the fifth emerald. And this is what I mean when I say it's very cruel. Because any other falls like that in the game are pitfalls that will instantly kill you. So why in the world would you ever think to check there? That's just really mean. Alright, so we gotta hit this switch for later. Then we drop back down. And head back. I suppose you might accidentally find it if you accidentally fell in there, but why should it have to be by pure accident? Like, that's very mean. Everything else in this stage is a pitfall. That's the last thing I would think of doing. Oh my gosh, I know you want to make it tough, but good golly. Do something you might actually figure out. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 8-bit also had a problem in the 5th zone. Oh, I lost my momentum. So let's go here and see where it takes me. Up here. Oh! That is mean! What's this way? I'm not quite sure. Oh, an extra life. Look at that. Okay, so I got the extra life. Now let's try and get some rings and not die. Please. As you could probably figure out, this is the longest stage in the game. So you want to roll down the left and don't roll down the right. So that you can actually make your way across. Because as soon as you hit that wall, you can't turn back. And eventually you'll come across this that you have to jump. And then we enter this teleporter. I like the exploration aspect, but the Chaos Emerald was still in such a cruel spot. And that's why we had to hit that switch. So that we could actually move on with this stage and get to the end. I'm still frightened because I have absolutely 0 rings, but I think I'm at the end, so... Alright, there, we got out. There we go. We're nearing the end. This may be probably the longest stage in the game, but it's still not the hardest. There is still one other zone after this, after all, and... What's usually a boss act, this actually really isn't a boss act this time. It's a maze. And it's got, like, some pitfalls here, and then there's only one trap in the entire thing that can kill you, and it actually gives you rings. So yeah, that's it. Once you get past that, you're not gonna die. That's it. You're an easy street now. So I think I want to go this way. Okay, I think I went the wrong way. Doesn't matter now. Yeah, okay, I screwed up. So you gotta find your way around. And honestly, I don't even know that it tries to attack you. So let's go up here. And this time, let's go up this next spring. There we go. Ha. Once again, this is also a great track. You gotta admit, this game has some nice music, and yeah, this is actually a puzzle. You're not supposed to step on the switch. Press it to move on, and now we chase Robotnik. Wasn't that hard? That was so hard. Alright, let's go. And with that, we enter the final zone of the game. We're almost there, guys. Just a little longer. It's time for the sky-based zone, and this is definitely the hardest part of the game right here. This zone, my goodness. There's a lot of lightning traps in this game. Lightning is a huge hazard in this, and it's even puts a bigger effect on the Master System. And here's an Orbinaut. An Orbinaut that will not release its spikes. Okay. At least that wasn't a pitfall. Ugh! Come on. Okay, there, I made it. Oh, I feel really lucky. Oh, how did I not see that? And I don't think there's any checkpoints either, so you kind of just have to play this very carefully. Okay, that's nothing. How did I not get hit there? How did I get unlucky there? Maybe the momentum in this game isn't quite how I remember it. And also, it's really easy to accidentally push down. I'm really shocked. Give me this. There we go. I'm alright now. Haha. Ugh, come on. Nope, I'm gonna stay right here. There we go. Alright, we're back here. Okay, that can be a bit tricky. Oh, careful here. He's gonna split. It can be a little tough to maneuver. And here, yeah, we actually have to fly through this. So, we'll be safe over here. Once again, these parts are much tougher in the Master System version. Once again, it was made easier. Alright, we're now heading to the final stage of the game. I know there's 3 acts, but third act is always a boss, so technically this is the last real stage of the game coming up. And once again, why is getting the emerald so jerkish to figure out in this one? You actually kind of have to do a blind jump. You want to see how you get the emerald? Oh my gosh, come on. It's a blind jump, a leap of faith. You have to do this to get the emerald. And you pretty much skip the entire stage doing this. Who thought of this? That is not fair. No one's gonna think to do that. No one. What the heck? So, we want to go on this. And then we want to go on that. Now, I think there's more turrets going after you in the Master System version. I don't remember. Oh, well, that one's most certainly there. I don't like these turrets at all. What if it goes to shooting where you have to be at that one specific precise moment? What do you do then? So now we gotta jump on this. And here's how you get the last emerald. Alright, so be very careful there. This part's actually a little easier in the Master System version, admittingly. Well, I got the emerald, so maybe I can try showing off the stage. Show what there is to see. So you gotta climb up here if you do this the normal way. Gonna wait till he aims somewhere else. There. Okay, avoid those bullets, and then you jump up here. And then there's a spike wall chasing you, so you gotta hurry. But you also gotta sneak past this enemy, which means if you go this way, you gotta master evading those bullets. And that's pretty much the entirety of this stage. See, in the Master System version, you could just roll past. Not here, though. Oh gosh, I lost momentum. There, now jump through. So I got to show the entire stage. That's great, actually. I'm kind of glad I got to show that, because I haven't been that way in oh so long. Somehow I remembered everything. It's time to fight the final boss, you guys. We have all the emeralds, and there were no rings in that stage, did you notice? Alright, so the final boss is completely different between the Game Gear Master System versions. In the Game Gear version, he's very pathetic. In the Master System version, he's a royal pain. So in the Master System version, he has these 3 fires that go in the same pattern. Left, right, middle. So after the left one, wait for the right one, and then go for the middle. And he also has this orb attack, which usually stinks at hitting me, but it got me that time. Also, this boss has 12 hit points, so it takes a bit longer. Let's do a better job this time. There we go. There. It's usually a pretty poor aim. There. That's the boss. And that's the game. It's over. He escapes, but we can still use the teleporter, so... Heh, he's screwed. Here's the ending. If you didn't get the emeralds, it ends right there. And that's the good ending. Probably the only 8-bit Sonic game that actually gives a good ending that's a bit worth it. The others are... Okay, other than the 8-bit Sonic 2, for one very important reason. Saving Tails. Other than that, though. And then, yeah, we get more points because, well, we definitely wanted more points. And then it just gives you these random points for just beating the game. So, there's our final score. That's it! That is the first 8-bit Sonic game. Well, we get to the credits now. There we go. So, there we go. That's the game. This is a fun little game. It's not too hard. The Game Gear version, for the most part, is quite manageable. It does have a few hard parts, though, but it's not a bad game. It's fun. It's simple, but it's fun. The level designs are simple enough, but there's sometimes a few areas where you could, like, just look around, and I like that, especially Scrap Hill Zone Act 2. I love exploring that stage, but some of those Chaos Emeralds were very nasty to get. The graphics they're good enough. This was basically some kind of a launch title. I think a launch window title for the Game Gear, so it did the job right. Everything looks fine. Sonic looks very pudgy. But yeah, the graphics are fine. The music is good, honestly. People should probably try to listen to the soundtrack. I think you'll appreciate it. It's very good. It's a well-done game that I think had more people working on the game than the Genesis version, actually. If you haven't tried this game, try it. Sonic Mega Collection, the Plus version, Sonic Adventure DX. There are many ways to play this game. If you get the chance, give it a try. It's a fun little game. Back when Sonic was the only protagonist. Give it a try. It's a fun game. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been TalesFan109, and have a nice day.